All right, so you're gonna go to your app store and search Keller Williams Real Estate and select Get, the white one with the red KW letters. Once you open the app, you're going to allow the location and push notifications. You're gonna select Get Started. Then you'll skip this thing by selecting Skip. Now you're gonna sign up as if you were a consumer or a home buyer. It doesn't know that we are real estate agents, so it's not like we're signing into an app from an agent perspective. So we're going to be creating a new account as if we were a, say, Amazon customer. We're going to select sign up. You'll type in your first and maybe the last name Test, and a personal email would work just fine here. You don't need to use your KW email. In fact, I would caution against that. I would just type in personal email altogether. And then accept, and then sign up. Now your next move is going to select the More button on the bottom right. Then you're going to find an agent at the top, and you're going to select yourself. So go ahead and search for your name. Once you find it, you'll need to type in your full name, and then once you do that, you'll select it here, and you'll select Connect and Confirm, and tap anywhere to dismiss. So now to share this with somebody, you're going to go to the More button, select Share the KW app, and then you can see a link at the top where it says HTTPS all the way to KWFMGUI, that whole bit right there. And so you can text it to somebody, you can email it to somebody. Now when you text it to somebody, you can delete all this other language here. Just make sure you keep that link. The reason why you want to save the link is so you can post it to Facebook with an image. Never just post the link to Facebook. You would have to include an image or maybe a video of yourself, and then in the caption of your post, that's where the link goes. So click on search, and this is what your buyers can do. They can maybe zoom out a little bit, click on the draw icon, and this is where they can draw a circle around the area they want to live. You can go to price. They can set their budgets here, select done. You can go to property type, say they just want to look at houses, done. Then select the More button at the top this time. And they can do number of beds they want, number of baths, maybe a minimal square feet that they want, and maybe the age of the home here. They can play around with that too. There's a few other options here. Then they can select done. Now, once they do that, they can select the Save icon, which is right above Draw. And then they can save this particular search so they don't have to draw that every single time. Maybe they call this Katie Search. They change their email notifications from weekly to instant. Save. And they turn on push notifications. That way they get instantly alerted on a push notification as well as an email. Once they're done here, they can select Save. You can also select List at the top left to view these in list format. And to add any homes to your wish list, just tap the little heart. Now, this is where they can add another collection, and maybe they call this Katie Favorites. So not just a list of all the homes in Katie that match their criteria, this is the favorites from that list, and make sure they place a little check mark there. And then select Save. Or click on the listing and tap on the heart here. Add it to a collection. Now, if they want to access their saved searches, like the draw areas or any homes they've added to their wish list, they can tap on the saved icon on the bottom. Now, the saved searches are going to be right there, saved searches. And any number of the saved searches can appear here. Any homes they've added to their collection will be at the top. They can tap on collections. Now, what's really neat about collections is people can get insight from other people about the collections they've added. The three dots at the top, They can add a collaborator. And this is where they say, you know what does my cousin Steve think about this? What does my sister Ann think about this? What about my parents? What do they think about this? They can type in their name and email and then add them as a collaborator. Then that other person is notified. They create their account and they're able to view the collection. What that will also do is put in that new person's name, whoever they're collaborating with, will go straight to your command, their first, last name, and email, and then you'll be connected to them in that way as well. Now let's pick any one of these. To see all the photos, double tap the top image. And here they are. What else is really neat is they can scroll down and they can get commute times. So maybe they want to see how far away this home is from the office, so they type in the address. And then boom, it tells them they're 11 minutes away from wherever location. This can also search by landmarks. So maybe they want to see how far away this is from Minute Maid Ballpark. So you can type in landmarks as well, 33 minutes away. Driving, biking, walking, nearby schools. There's a mortgage calculator here. Now what else is really, really neat is they can go to where it says neighborhood and they can click on explore. And this is where they can learn about the people who live in the neighborhood and some more stuff about the current market stats up at the top. What locals say, they can select see more, and they can learn about the people there, what they're into, what they're about, how they live, and see if it's a match. They can scroll down and see what places are also around here. Restaurants, bakeries, fitness areas, shopping centers, you name it. Now they can schedule a video tour by clicking the button on the bottom, schedule video tour, and they can change this to in person if they want to. They can select the day and the time. Once they've selected everything they want, they can select schedule tour. Super cool. Now a couple other features to be aware of is whenever they are in the more button at the top, they can go to map and select satellite and select done, and this will show them what's kind of around there. Like, is there a retention pond nearby? Is there a massive warehouse behind them? Maybe some power lines. They can really get a feel for the area. If they ever want to change it and go back, they select more at the top and then go back to map and select default and done. So when customers ask why I use the HAR app or I use the Zillow app, there's no way they're going to be able to get insight as to what the people are like there, commute times, or things like the Yelp insight. Really cool feature here on the bottom is guide. And this is where you can guide your buyers on the home buying process. Also though, when you tap on any one of these, it gives more information and they can mark steps as they get completed, and little check marks will start to appear along the side. So we've made an offer, we've executed the contract, they can go to the next step and they can see what's next. Always informed on the process. There's also a selling guide here. Now, if you are with Keller Williams Signature and Katie, your websites are automatically set up for you. If you are not, then you're going to want to come into the consumer applet and then select configure your site. You'll select I want to use the new KW agent sites and click submit. It'll take you through the guide and walk you through it. Now here, since ours is already set up, there's a few things we want to make tweaks to. You can go to site and app settings. You want to make sure that this green bar is turned on. Now there are a number of photos here. You can delete some that you like or upload more if you want to. You can also go to URLs and change your URL name should you wish to do that. Now let's go to the marketing profile. Click on your name, go to settings. On the left side, you're going to choose connect settings, and there's our marketing profile. Again, you're going to want to make sure that this green bar is turned on. You're going to come to team name. If you don't have a team, then type in your name, comma, and then realtor. And then just make sure all your other stuff is correct. Now for markets, for team logo, it's best to upload a red KW logo here. To get one, you can just say red KW logo, type in enter, and then pick any one of these, click and right click, actually this one without the dots behind it. Right click and then save image, or is there download image? This will work. Save image as and call this red KW logo. Splendid. All right, excellent. We're going to upload that to team logo. So select upload and then pull in that red KW logo. Excellent. Make sure everything else is good. You should already have your Market Center logo there. And select save. So now when you go to your website, should have a really cool little look to it, more personal feel. They automatically show up here in command. You'll get a notification. There's Brian Testerson, that's the account we created. And this is what it looks like when your customers are browsing. So let's click on the name. So everything done in the app shows up here. This is that saved search that was created whenever the customer drew on the map. This is whenever they added a home to a collection by tapping the heart. This is whenever they scheduled a showing request here. And this is whenever they marked steps completed within the guide. Now what we can do as the agents is we can go into save searches and we can create one for them as well. So maybe we search by neighborhood. Let's see on the map. Maybe we do Firethorn, scroll in. So maybe we're doing a search for them in South Katy, a couple neighborhoods here. We can set a price for that. Number of beds. Just a few different things, just like in the app. Make some selections. We can call this South Katy. Turn on email notifications to show up instantly for them and create the saved search. And this will show up in their app as well as a saved search. So just like Amazon, whenever you're on the app, anything you do on the app, you can easily access on the Amazon website as well because the account is connected. The same thing with Keller Williams. Whatever they do on your app, they can do on your website. So when they go to your website and they log in with the same account that they used when they downloaded their app, all of their saved searches, all of their collections will appear here under saved. So when they click saved, they can check out the Katy search that they created. They can check out that collection that they created when they were hearting the homes and check it out. There's South Katy. That's the saved search that we created for them whenever we were in command here. Remember, we went to save searches and we created the South Katy one based on the neighborhoods. Well, it appears in their website as well. So they can access any of this information here. Another function they have on the website is they can draw, just like the app, around a given area. They can pick their price just like the app. Basically, it's everything the app can do, but just on the website. They can choose their property type, the number of beds and bath they would like, how big the home is, as well as year built. And just like the app, they can create a saved search. So maybe they're going to call this North Katy. And email notifications instant. They can save this. That way, anytime they log into the app or log into the website, they click on saved, and all of the saved searches that they're creating for themselves will appear here. Again, they can add the heart and they can add it to a number of collections. So this would also be in Katy favorites. When they click on the home, they can get all the photos. They can also schedule another tour here. Maybe pick date and the time, and they can choose it in person as well. They can schedule the tour, and of course that's going to show up in command. New contact form received from Brian Testerson. When they click on that, it'll tell them contact requested an in-person tour. Oh, what's also cool is it saves their commute times here. So just like before, they were seeing how far any home is away from their office or ballpark, schools, and again they can explore the neighborhood and see what's around there by clicking explore, and they can see what the people are like. They can also scroll down and get info on the places that are around there as well, just like the app.